In Texas, what started as a simple storm chase turned into a full-on weather thriller. Sudden hail mixed with a wall of dust turned the road into a scene from a movie. When nature wants to flex, it does it in style. Elsewhere in Texas, baseball-sized, hail turned an ordinary day into an unexpected backyard game, only no one was pitching. In Ohio County, entire roads disappeared beneath raging floodwaters, reminding us that water in the wrong place is a force to be feared. A Siberian beach. Day took a dramatic turn when a violent storm rolled in, complete with ice-cold hail. So much for relaxing in the sun. Music swells, sometimes you're just in the right place at the right time. One man found himself at the center of a magical, cinematic moment he never saw coming. Meanwhile, on the California coast, strong winds and towering waves turned a peaceful stroll into a battle against nature's raw power. In Oklahoma, another worldly cloud rose skyward, like an arm from the earth. Was it a weather pattern or a message from the heavens? Back in suburbia, Tamara had no idea her home would be the surprise destination for an uninvited bear family. One thing's for sure, they knew how to make an entrance. During a 5.2 magnitude earthquake, two dogs panicked, reminding us that even animals sense when something isn't right. In Sydney Harbor, Adriano Laide captured an ultra-rare Sita. Hail danced, skipping across the water in the middle of a storm. And then there was this rain, so precise it fell only in a single spot. Coincidence? Or something more mysterious? Word of advice? If you live in a hail-prone area, a sturdy roof might just be your best friend who says desserts are only hot. Icy flows and frozen ground transformed this arid landscape into something surreal. In Albuquerque, what looked like a bubbling fountain turned out to be a massive underground pipe failure. As strong winds howled, one small umbrella stood between a couple and a fierce hailstorm. How much longer could it last? In another backyard, heavy hail turned the ground into a winter wonderland. Manus the joy. Think your quiet house corner is safe? Think again. This friendly neighborhood snake found a cozy resting spot right next to someone's wall. When a gust of wind ripped the roof off a restaurant in Jakarta, onlookers were left speechless. Nature doesn't knock before entering. A drone over Iceland captured lava rolling across frozen ground. Fiery river carving its way through snow and ice. On the other side of the globe, lightning lit up the night in Dallas-Fort Worth, flashing like the sky's own warning system. Meanwhile, Oklahoma skies exploded in color during a lightning storm, so bright it looked like daylight had returned. A whirlpool formed unexpectedly underwater, mesmerizing and dangerous all at once. When storms strike, different realities emerge side by side. Calm on one side, chaos on the other. Floodwaters swept over Moab's roads with no warning. Drivers had only seconds to act. Stones tumbled down cliffs into Lake Powell, rippling across the surface, yet another reminder that even solid ground can shift. In Garden City, an EF1 tornado clocking winds up to 90 miles per hour tore through neighborhoods powerful, destructive, unforgettable. Portland's snowy slope challenged drivers to stay upright. Gravity wasn't playing fair in Lake Charles. A 40-year-old tower met its end in a dramatic, controlled demolition. Heavy rain near, Myrtle Beach reduced visibility to inches headlights on, wipers maxed, nerves on edge. In one mystery solved by security footage, a wild turkey turned out to be the surprise troublemaker. In Aguascalientes, flash floods swept away vehicles like toys, proving once again that water doesn't negotiate. Meanwhile, a Jeep crushed deep snow like a champed time to rethink your winter car goals. A gas station blast rocked the block, but by sheer luck, no one was hurt. In Brooklyn, hail turned the streets to ice in minutes. A city known for heat got a taste of the tundra. A dust storm in Tamber Grande halted a soccer match mid-play. Players and fans could only shield their faces and hope it passed. A gas station canopy in Antonito was no match for wind speeds hitting 85 miles per hour. It lifted and flew like paper. In South Australia, thousands of spider crabs appeared suddenly, gathering like they were prepping for an underwater parade in Carlsbad. A waterspout twisted into the sky, captured perfectly by Amanda Bratcher. Moments like these don't come twice. A massive iceberg the size of a building drifted close to a Greenland village, so close that the residents had to evacuate in Nebraska. A colossal funnel cloud formed near the road, huge, ominous, unforgettable, central. Minnesota faced a triple threat: heavy rain, strong winds, and hail. Locals braced through the chaos. The northern lights seen from above are beyond description. Would you travel to see them with your own eyes? Thousands of jellyfish turned up at Trieste Harbor, mesmerizing and a little unsettling. On the Gold Coast, bright green jellyfish glowed beneath the waves, beautiful but dangerous. Even freezing temperatures couldn't stop Beyoncé fans in. Chicago music warms even the coldest nights. In New York, winter showed no mercy with snow and ice blanketing the city. Love it or hate it? Let us know. Cheryl Colville recorded the eerie crackling of ice on Lake Superior sound like no other. In Ethiopia, farmers battled an aggressive locust swarm. A fight for survival repeated throughout history. A cargo ship accident sent crates crashing at the dock, proving that even the most routine moments can flip in an instant. A heating pipe exploded mid-street, erupting like a geyser. Luckily, no serious injuries were reported in Hawaii. Lightning struck a car and wiped out its electronics, but left the driver unharmed. In Vegas, it was so hot someone fried eggs on the sidewalk. Nature's Kitchen was open in Papa, a flooded soccer field turned into a massive spiderweb bazaar. Creepy, Maine. Captivating Greenland was rocked by a 4.1 magnitude earthquake. With waves hitting the coast moments later, massive, cotton candy-like clouds rolled over Colorado, reminding us nature can be sweet too. In Florida, an alligator casually strolled across the street. Just another day in the Sunshine State. Mount Etna unleashed ash and fire into the Sicilian skies, a volcanic masterpiece. A single bolt of lightning disabled a car but left the driver safe. Another miracle in motion, and in Michigan, frozen bubbles created feathery patterns on the snow, an icy work of art. From hailstones falling like rain to people reacting with awe and panic, what you're about to see are real moments captured at the perfect time. Breathtaking, intense, and at times, unbelievable. These clips remind us just how surprising the world can be. Music builds slightly in Texas. A journey to chase storms turned chaotic when sudden hail and thick dust filled the air. It wasn't just a weather change, it was nature unleashing its wild side. The storm lit up the sky, but it also taught a lesson. Never underestimate the elements. In Ohio County, floodwaters swallowed entire roads, turning familiar routes into rivers. What was once concrete became completely submerged in a matter of minutes. People stood still, just watching it happen, powerless, but captivated. Soft piano transitions, and meanwhile, in a quiet backyard, baseball-sized hailstones dropped like fire from the sky. One man found himself in the middle of an unexpected game where the sky pitched tan nobody was ready to catch, even in Siberia. Where a beach vacation sounded like a great idea, Mother Nature had other plans. A sudden hailstorm rolled in, hammering the ground and scattering crowds. From sunny to chaotic in a flash. In California, what started as a peaceful coastal walk ended in chaos when towering waves and roaring winds came out of nowhere. It felt like the ocean itself had risen to greet the land. Over in Oklahoma, a monstrous cloud formation reached for the sky like an arm from the earth. Towering, silent, and mysterious, no one could look away. Elsewhere, Tamara had unexpected visitors. Curious bear family, exploring her yard like they owned it. A charming reminder that the wild is never far away. Music shifts to tension during a 5.2 magnitude earthquake. Two dogs panicked and ran for cover. Their instincts kicked in long before anyone else noticed. Sometimes animals sense danger before. We do in Sydney Harbor. Amidst a brewing storm, water danced in the rain as if choreographed. It wasn't just a downpour, it was a rare, mesmerizing phenomenon. In another eerie moment, rain fell only in a single patch of land, nowhere else. Like nature chose one spotlight for its strange show. Music intensifies dust storms. Hail and floods took over landscapes that once looked calm. In Albuquerque, a water pipe exploded, sending a fountain into the street that confused everyone who saw it. And just when you thought the weather couldn't get worse, in Jakarta, strong winds tore a restaurant's roof clean off. 1 second. It was shelter the next. It was airborne. A drone flying over Iceland recorded lava carving paths across frozen terrain. Fire against Isa, powerful contrast that left viewers speechless. Music shifts to wonder where lava met the sea. A glowing sunrise created the most surreal show: steam, fire,